Hello, Durango, and the world beyond. Your good friend Sebastian, and happy to tell you that I am with Keller Williams Realty. Truly a company that changed the very man I am, right? Husband I am, leader I am, dad I am, businessman I am, right? So if you are in real estate or looking for opportunity, don't look any further than Keller Williams Realty. And that has nothing to do with why we're here talking this morning, right? So this is a Foundation 1440 video, right? And at Foundation 1440, we want you to wring every possible moment of goodness out of every minute in the day. And it's not because we're so clenched and anal that we want you to, like, it's get every minute of the day has to be productive. No, it's more like, man, how many minutes you got left? You have no idea how many minutes the man above has on your docket, right? And so you get one shot at this life, and it might as well be fantastic, right? And I was riding along, you guys, and I'm in this beautiful place overlooking this beautiful city, right? And I'm just riding along. And I'm listening to my mentor, Gary Keller, and he's talking to another great guy with our company, Jason Abrams, and they're just talking about the team leader position at our company, and it's essentially the sales leader of our company, and our company's known for larger real estate offices. We're really one of the first companies that embraced having, 1,000 people at one of our offices, right? And having somebody lead that crew. And they were just talking about how at our company, because it's such a systems and models company and it's run so well, that that if you take that team leader opportunity, man, it's like getting your MBA in 2 years, man. If you're successful at that business, you're going to understand people, you're going to understand business, you're going to understand how to run things off a model. It's just a high level position, right? And I get calls from RDs and other team leaders saying, Seb, this is something that, you would be great at, right? And I have to tell you, it would be very daunting for me to take that. And I know, and so what this video about is two things. One is opportunity, and two, it's about settling, right? And last year, I had the great honor of watching my team blow up, right? I was at the helm, I was at the leadership position when that happened. Totally my bad. Or maybe it's the great juju of the people that were with me, just great first-rate people and agents that were on my team, and it was just time for it to go. And I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying not having the pressure of having to worry about anybody else, right? And if I had to be honest with you right here on this video, maybe I'm settling a little bit. I'm just kind of enjoying that, one of the things that happened with my team guys is I wasn't doing it well. I hadn't done it right. I wasn't making any more money because I had these stellar people doing a lot of the work. I had gotten some time back, right? And I had time for my family. And yet I was probably the least happy I'd been in a while. I was making some bad choices around how I was going to conduct myself as a leader, right? And it just, if I had to look back, I think the man above was giving me the opportunity to fail, learn from it, rinse and repeat. And I'm really enjoying just kind of doing my own thing with just some couple of admin helping me out, and making as much money as I've made in a long time, right? And maybe I'm settling, right? I think the Lord put me on this earth to inspire people, and I would be crazy if I wasn't out inspiring more people to do what they want to do, or how they could live a huge life, helping other families, which is what we do in real estate, right? And so, I don't know, long drawn out talk here about maybe nothing, but the opportunity that COVID brings, right? The things that we can take from COVID are: take a hard look inside. If you want to grow and you don't want to settle, you may have to lean into some discomfort. Get out of your comfort zone, right? Go for it. And you might find that all those daunting things, like, it would be very daunting to be a team leader. And I listened to Jason Abrams and Gary Keller talk about how, my gosh, what a opportunity that role is, man. You go through being a Keller Williams team leader, and you will have your MBA in business. We're a bunch of business people that happen to be in real estate, and that's different from the average realtor. Realtors used to just be, it was an entrepreneurial role. You did everything inside a real estate transaction, which is hundreds and hundreds of things, and you're probably not an expert at any of them. And when you go and surround yourself and put people in a role that each person has a role that they're amazing at, you can lift your level of service to people to a high level. And right now I'm enjoying just being amazing for a smaller number of people, right? And I have a great team and we have a great model. I'll go up against any realtor on the planet. And yet, part of me thinks maybe I'm settling. I'm not leaning into the discomfort enough. And I'm okay with that right now, right? I'm focused on family, COVID nation, right? And making the most of that opportunity. But what opportunities lie out there for you right now? Are you out of your comfort zone, whether you like it or not? And if that's the case, how can you lean into that and mix up a big old batch of tasty lemonade out of the lemons that we've been served here, right? And so I guess the messages are today, guys, there's opportunity out there, probably going to be the biggest redistribution of wealth in America. I bet you've already had an idea or two that would have made you $1 million, right? And then you saw it happen. It already happened. Somebody beat you to it, got it done, right? And so settling, I don't know. Do you want to settle? I'll admit, I'm settling a little. I'm enjoying it, right? And I know that there's probably something bigger the Lord hasn't planned for me yet, and I'll tell you this, if I was brave enough to take the team leader role, those opportunities would come faster. I'd get my second or third MBA in business, right? My doctorate of business, right? If I went and took that role. So maybe it's for you. Not sure it's for me, but what I do know is just recognizing that sometimes you got to lean into the discomfort, and maybe you're forced into it right now, so don't settle, right? What's the opportunity? And here's the last thing I know, guys, is if you're contemplating all these things, if you're still listening, man, number one thing you can do is go and get yourself a personal success coach. Like, go find somebody that's done it at a high level. Go find somebody that has a plan around all these sort of big ticket items in our lives, right? Our personal relationships, our key relationships, right? Who we're going to surround ourselves with. Screw your spiritual head on, screw your financial lid on, right? Get yourself a good coach, right? And you can go find somebody that it's just your natural mentor who you believe in and say, hey, guide me, right? Or you can be very purposeful and find somebody like me in Foundation 1440 that uses a system to guide you to greatness. And I guess if I had to say the last thing, it would be as I was pedaling along, I've been very affordable as a coach because I've always felt like I was a stepping stone to the next coaching program, which is expensive, and the reality is probably ought to quadruple my prices, because if you want the level of joy that you get out of focusing on this stuff, because what you focus on expands, I can help you get there. And it's my joy, right? It's my #JoyBrokerRoll. So if I had to say anything at the end of all this, it would be go get a really expensive, awesome personal success coach and be very focused on going big. If you want to maximize the opportunity and minimize the fact that you might be settling, or just be okay with it, right? Pray about it and know that somewhere along the way here, guys, probably gonna have to go big or go home. It's right there. The biggest problem is I don't even want to leave Durango. Where would I go? These RDs call me. Come to Texas. Come to North Carolina. Come to South Carolina. I don't know. But I do know you need to lean into the discomfort, peeps. I love you.